While time inevitably moves on, there are places it feels like it stands still. Oaklawn Cemetery in Plant City can feel like that. The 100-year-old trees, steady passing train, and dates on headstones that go back centuries.
Great, man. Oh!
Today, though, people are gathered because time runs out.
Oh, say, can you see?
They are remembering Plant City police officer Robert E. Yates.
He gave his life for the citizens of Plant City, for law and order. We don't take that lightly, even all these years later.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars.
Yates was killed in 1911, and for almost a century, Plant City had forgotten that sacrifice until 2004.
It's a tragedy in and of itself.
I was surprised that something of that significance had kind of been lost to the community's memory.
Yates's family never forgot, passing the story down generation after generation.
We didn't, really know until now that there was so much coverage of it at the time, but we had heard just basically the story.
Now, the entire city vows to never forget what happened that day. His Plant City brothers in blue tell it in their fashion.
In the early morning hours of November 10th, 1911.
He's on patrol, he's in the downtown, he goes to the depot where he encounters Lee Armstead, and he believes that he is pilfering or breaking into the cargo.
When he went to detain him, the subject pulled a gun on him.
A foot chase begins. There's a running gun battle going on as these two men run through downtown.
The suspect appeared from out behind a tree and shot both dogs.
Yates and the jailer moved into the woods. After that, Armstead steps out from behind a tree, he fires shots, he hits both Yates and the jailer. Officer Yates would eventually succumb to his wounds.
Yates died at 22 years old. He left a wife and 2 children behind. The man who shot him served less than a year in jail.
He ended up with a very minimal sentence for, what was essentially the murder of a police officer in the line of duty.
So this is the area at the police department where we honor Officer Yates. We have his original pistol from the time period that was donated by his family.
He is now remembered in a few places around Plant City, and his name is etched in the National Law Enforcement Memorial in D.C. And finally today, in the cemetery where he rests, he now has a large marker, so all who visit will know his story.
That's our solemn vow, is to never forget. And it's not why now, it's why not now.
It's just such a nice thing to have him remembered, really, and we are grateful.
Officer Robert Yates, a name in Plant City that will now stand the test of time.
The wicked flee when no one pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion.
With photojournalist Eugene Buenaventura, I'm Erin Murray, Spectrum News.